Hi dear students, I am your Srinivas from Sri Sai Sadbhavana School. We are studying about the world we live in. The world we live in. In this, we have studied about the how the world has formed, how the earth has formed. Everything we have studied about the Panagaea, and about the continents, that is the seven continents: Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia we have studied. And about the land forms on the earth also we have studied. About the mountains, plateaus and plains we have studied. Now we will move to the next page number 31, that is oceans of the world. Oceans of the world. Here they have given how many oceans are there and how they are, everything they have given in brief. I will read, just look at the textbook. Oceans of the world. Oceans are very large and deep water bodies. They cover 2/3 of the surface of the earth. There are 5 oceans in the world. They are the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean and the Antarctic Ocean. See here in the figure they have given where are the oceans are present. See, North Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, North Antarctic Ocean, North Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, South Pacific Ocean, Southern Ocean, South Pacific Ocean, everything they have mentioned in the map. That is the world map. This is the world map. They have given continents as well as the oceans. Continents as well as the oceans. See, continents also given: North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia and Antarctica. They have mentioned in this world map. Now oceans are very large and deep water bodies. What is the meaning of ocean? What is the meaning of ocean? Ocean are the very large, that means huge. We can't imagine that much of water and deep water bodies. The deep is so many kilometers. That much of deep is there. That much of water is called as oceans. Oceans are very large and deep water bodies. What is the meaning of bodies? They are that consists. Oceans consist of large amount of water. We can't say in liters or kiloliters or anything. So much of water, very large and deep water bodies. They cover 2/3 of the earth's surface. That means if you consider our earth, if you divide it into 3 equal parts, 2 parts is covered by water or oceans. What we call it as oceans. 2/3 of, that means 2 parts. 1 part and 2 part is covered by water and 1 part by land. 1 part by land. This is 1/3. This is 2/3. So we have so much of water on land, that is in the sea, in the form of salt water. There are 5 oceans in the world. There are 5 oceans in the world. We have 5 oceans on the earth. They are, their name given, the Pacific Ocean. First one is the Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean. Second one is the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean. Third one is the Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean. Fourth one is the Arctic Ocean. Fifth one is the Antarctic Ocean. So these are the 5 oceans in the world. The first one is the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean and the Antarctic Ocean. We will study in brief one by one. Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean is the largest and the deepest among all the oceans. It separates the continent of Asia from the continents of North and South America. In between Asia and North and South America, it present which one? Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean is the largest. When you come to the Asia, Asia is the largest continent. In the same way, Pacific Ocean is the largest continent in the, largest ocean in the world. Largest and the deepest ocean. Not only largest and the deepest ocean. Deep means the height. What we call it as from here to here. If this is the land, so if we go inside, how much we go inside? This is called as the deep. This is called as the deep. It separates the continents of Asia. Asia from North America and South America. It separates Asia from North America and South America. See here they are given the Pacific Ocean here. See North Pacific Ocean, South Pacific Ocean. This separates here also. North Pacific Ocean and South Pacific Ocean. This, when you fold this, if you make this round, this will join here. Okay, so this continue North Pacific Ocean and South Pacific Ocean. So this separates North America and South America from Asia. Next come to Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean is between the continents of Africa and Europe on one side and the continents of North and South America on the other side. This Atlantic Ocean is between continents of Africa and Europe. See here, Africa and Europe. Between Africa and Europe, this Atlantic Ocean is there. See, they have given Atlantic Ocean. North Atlantic Ocean and South Atlantic Ocean. Please see in your textbook North Atlantic Ocean and South Atlantic Ocean. It is in between the Africa and Europe. Atlantic Ocean is in between the Africa and Europe. It on one side the continents of North and South America on the other side. This side North and South America on the other side. One side Europe and Africa, on the other side North America and the South America. Next come to Indian Ocean. It is a water body named by our country India. Indian Ocean lies to the south of India. When you come to the India, to the south, Sri Lanka here. So this is Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean lies here to the south of the India. It is a water body named after our country India. Indian Ocean lies to the south of Asia. No, any oceans are named by the countries, but this ocean is named by our country India by name Indian Ocean. Next come to Arctic Ocean. Arctic Ocean is very small. It lies around the North Pole and is frozen around the year. This Arctic Ocean is very, very small. It lies around the North Pole. North Pole means in this area. In this area, North Pole, it is frozen around the year. That means throughout the year, this is frozen. What is the meaning of frozen? Ice. Throughout the year, there it is in the form of ice only. It is a water body, but due to less sunlight, it is frozen. Due to less sunlight, it is frozen. It becomes ice throughout the year. Next come to Antarctic Ocean. Antarctic Ocean, also known as Southern Ocean, lies in the extreme south of the world around the continent of Antarctica. Here in the extreme part, here Antarctica is there. So here it is Antarctic Ocean. This Antarctic Ocean lies in the extreme south of the world around the continent Antarctica. This Antarctica, around the continent Antarctica, this Antarctic Ocean is there. Sir, here they are given Antarctic Ocean on behalf of Antarctic continent. I am saying here nation. Okay, on Indian nation they have named as the Indian Ocean, but this is the continent. Okay, Antarctic continent, Antarctic Ocean. Next, what are the uses of oceans? What are the uses of oceans? I will read. Oceans are useful in many ways. They shelter many sea animals. They act as waterways for transportation. Ocean water produces salt. The water of the oceans evaporates and forms rain clouds which bring rain. Oceans help generate electricity from tidal waves. See how these oceans are useful. First one, they shelter many sea animals. Sea animals means fish, prawns, so many kinds of fishes. Fishing is a vast industry. Vast means big industry throughout the world. Fishing is the big industry throughout the world, catching the fishes, making them to use. They will parcel and they will send to other countries also, and they are sell in the own country, sell in their own country. It is one of the food habit of the people. Food of the people. In the seashore, it is like a vegetable. It is like a vegetable for that people who are staying near the seashore. Near the seashore, there are so many kinds of fishes. There are so many kinds of fishes like our different vegetables. There are so many types of fishes, so they use the fishes as their food product. Not only the for the food, it is used in the different industries also for taking the fish oil. That is used in the some medicines. So they shelter many sea animals. Not only that, pearls, everything is found out from the sea, and the some shells you will get from the sea for the decoration purpose. This is for the handicraft purpose. Next, they act as waterways for transportation. For transporting, we use these oceans from one country to another country, or from one country to another country. How? From the state to state also we will travel, because our India, three sides, it is water body. From here to here, if you want, you will travel by water, no problem. Because the road transportation is more costly, it is very easy because there is no road, nothing. If you have one ship, you will go by the water. You will go by the water. There is no need of road repair or anything. Nothing is there. So, if you have a ship, you will travel by the water. Water transportation is cheapest transportation because it needs only the ship. We will transport heavy goods and so many people from one place to another place, from one country to another country. Goods are shifted in the waterways or by the ships in the oceans. So they act as waterways for transportation. There are three types of transportation. One is land, water, another one is air. Water means the ocean's transportation. Next, ocean water produces salt. What we are using, not only we, throughout the world, what they are using is the salt. It is produced by the sea only. It is produced by the sea only. How it produces? They will take some water from the sea and they will let them into the fields nearby the seashore. The water will dry. The water only evaporates and the salt, it lies there only. Then they will clean it. They will treat it with something and they add iodine and then they will pack and they will send to the stores. The water of the oceans evaporates and form rain clouds which bring rain. Not only this, the water on the earth, because this is 2 by 3rd, so much of water, due to the sun rays, the water evaporates. The water evaporates and forms the clouds which brings the rain to us, to the land, which brings the rain to the land. Oceans help generate electricity from tidal waves. By the waves, they produce electricity. By the waves. Have you visited the ocean? Yes, when you see the ocean or sea, the waves are coming. So by using that waves, they produce the electricity. They produce the electricity. So these are the uses of oceans. They are shelter for many sea animals. Transportation, we get salt and we get the rain clouds from the sea, and electricity. We generate the electricity from the ocean. Next, water bodies on the earth. Not only these oceans, some in land areas, some water bodies are present. Which are they? We will study now. Besides oceans, there are various other water bodies on the surface of the earth. Rivers, lakes and seas are some of the water bodies. That is, beside these oceans, there are some water bodies which are present on the land surface. On the land surface, they are rivers. What we call them as rivers, lakes and seas. Sea is different from ocean. Sea is different from ocean. First we will study about the river. Water bodies that flow from mountains to plains are called rivers. Many of them end in a sea. Small rivers which flow down a hill or mountain are called streams. Many streams join together to form a large river. The point where the river starts is called its source, and the point where it enters a lake, largest river or the ocean is called its mouth. So water bodies that flow from mountains to the plains are called rivers. From the mountains, they start in the mountains during the rainy season. The water falls, the rain falls on the mountains, and from the mountain, if this is a huge mountain, the water which falls everywhere, this forms, and when it comes to the down, so it forms a stream or it forms a river. The whatever the water, not only in this mountain, there are so many mountains are there, so whatever the water falls here, it will join together from a point and flow like a river. Flow like a water body, that is called as river. Many of them end in a sea. All the rivers end in sea. Big rivers. All big rivers end in a sea. Small rivers which flow down a hill or mountain are called streams. Some small rivers, they are coming from the mountain and they will join to this main river. They are called as streams. Many streams join together to form a large river. As I explained, the many streams are joined together to form a large river. From this mountain one stream, from this mountain, from that, everything they have joined here and forms a big river. The point where the river is started is called its source. That means from where they are starting is called as its source or origin. We call it as once again origin, by another name origin or source, from where it is starting, and the point where it enters a lake or larger river or the ocean is called its mouth. Where it ends, that is called as its mouth. Where the ending point is called as mouth and the starting point is called as source. So this is about the river. Next come to sea. A deep and vast stretch of water found along the edge of a continent is called a sea. The seas open up into mighty oceans. A deep and vast stretch of water found along the edge of a continent. Edge of the continent. That means if this is the continent, edge of the continent, we call this as the sea. We call that as the sea. The seas open up into a mighty oceans. They join towards the oceans. They are joined towards the oceans because here the deep is less. Because here the deep is less, so they are called as seas. They are called as seas. Next, a lake. A lake is a hollow and low land where rainwater gets collected. It is a water body surrounded by land on all sides. The landforms and the water bodies together form the outer surface of the earth. Come to the lake. What is a lake? A lake is a hollow and low land. Hollow means round shape and it has some deep, not much deep, some deep. At the time of rainy season, it is filled by the water. Rain water or from the flow of the streams. It is filling, so it is called as lake. A lake is a hollow and low land where rainwater gets collected. There is no any other source, only the rainwater is collecting in that lake. It is a water body surrounded by land on its all sides. That means all the sides it is covered by land. All the sides it is covered by land, that is called as lake. There are so many lakes in our India, big lakes. In Mount Everest, in Himalaya mountains, there are so many big lakes are present because the water source is more. Wherever the place is there, they collect the water, so that is called as a lake. So this ends your chapter. What is the chapter? The world we live in. Here they have given some points. Do you know Mount Everest is the highest mountain peak in the world? We call it as K1 or the Mount Everest, which is present in Tibet. Australia is known as the land of golden fleece. Golden fleece. River Nile in Africa is the longest river in the world. Nile River, which is present in Africa, is the longest river, which flows for the longest distance. Asia is the most populous continent of the world. In Asia, the population is more. In Asian continent, the population is more. Let us recall, continents are the large land masses on the surface of the earth. That means continents where we are living, that is the land, is called as continents on the earth. We call them as the land area as the continents. The 7 continents of the world are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. These are the 7 continents you know very well already. Mountains, plateaus and plains are the 3 major landforms. On this continent we find 3 major landforms, which are mountains, plateaus and plains. Largest water bodies on the surface of the earth are called oceans. They are called as oceans, that is water bodies. There are 5 oceans on the earth, are the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean and the Antarctic Ocean. Rivers, seas and lakes are some important water bodies found on the earth. That means other than the oceans, rivers, seas and lakes are some important water bodies found on the earth. So this ends your 6th lesson, the world we live in. I hope you understand very well. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much.